This is to look at the current energies with the energy of the solar eclipse that we are getting close to, and we want to see what are the messages, what we need to know, and how things are going to move forward for us after this solar eclipse. Um, I'll do a collective energy reading, and then after we'll take a look at any questions that might be in the comments from you guys. Thanks to all of you for your support, and those who have reached for private readings. Thank you. I appreciate your patience. If you're interested, you can reach out using my contact in the About tab. If you're interested to receive a response in this live session, you can put a comment, and we get to those priorities with those who are using the super chats and those who are the members of my channel. Make sure you look at the membership if you'd like, and use the pics that comes with the membership. With that, let's start the energy. Let's start the reading and see what are the energies. What is that we need to know here? Let's take a look. I see some kind of happy energy coming for some people. I see that you're going to be feeling very strong, very somehow relieved, mission accomplished kind of thing. Some very positive energy. Stay strong and be strong. Things are going to be in your favor. You're going to finish something. You're going to complete some mission. You're going to win an argument. You're going to win a discussion. Whatever it is, I see a good success story coming for you. That brings you or takes you out of a very difficult situation, a very difficult, even hostile situation. If you're dealing with a hostile situation, I see that for some of you, I see ending of that problem. You leave those people, you leave that environment, you leave that hostility, and you move forward, which is actually great. You'll tell yourself, I did a great job. For some, it can be finding a new job. If you're looking for a job, you will find something new, and then you will leave the place that's not very happy for you. And I see, I don't know, I see the word evidence. I don't know if it can be a hint for someone. I see the word evidence. Also, I can say that the path is very clear. After this eclipse, look at this, very clear. If you are looking for romance relationship, for romantic collaboration, whatever, I see that the guide is coming to your life. It can be some really your guide energy, your guide, spirit guide, some kind of guidance gets to you that shows you the path, the shortest path, the most I don't know, most successful path, whatever, that gets you to your conclusion, that gets you to your goal. And I see union again. Two people can be getting to know each other, they can get closer, and you can actually really feel very good after this. I see a long path of unhappiness, a long path of not knowing what to do, losing time, wasting time, getting exhausted is going to end with this solar energy. However, be careful about stealing. People who are stealing your energy, they are stealing your resources, they are stealing your energy, they're stealing your time, specifically your time. I don't see any money stealing, but be careful. If specifically there might be some spams, some things that, again, those things might happen. There's a push and pull. As I said, you have the winning card. I see a person with a baseball cap, wearing glasses, and this person, I see I see a red flag with this person, specifically if you see them at a bar, at a coffee shop. If you, I don't know, I see something with this. Don't, if they're your advisor, don't really listen to them. I see some kind of hidden agenda, or I see that they might be talking with different people, or might be dealing with different people. They might be a buyer, an agent, that they're telling you something and they're telling other people something else. I see a little bit of dishonesty with this person. Again, they wear baseball cap. It's a dark baseball cap, and they wear glasses. They're in, I see a male energy in the 40 to 50s. That's what I can see. For some of you, you can have some kind of expressions. You might be crying or you might be feeling lonely, specifically if you have teenagers. Be careful, there might be a little bit, um, they might experience some unrest or some kind of, maybe even a breakup with their friends, and they might be very, how can I say, fragile. I see some kind of fragile energy with the females specifically. Someone is growing a mustache. I don't know. Yeah, that's what. Or maybe someone is really trying to be the man. Someone is trying to man up. Someone is trying to make a big decision. Um, if you're asking for help from your mother, from your parents, from your relatives, family, your homeland, I see support is coming. I see some people are going back to their homeland. Unfortunately, I see war in seas. I see war or some kind of unrest in oceans with the ships and navy, stuff like that. But there is it's going to be very abruptly stopped. And one, I see a dragon in the sea. I don't know what it can mean, but the dragon is going to stop the war. We might hear that some royal person, king, queen, I see them as a male, or some big person in a country, they might get sick. They might get very sick, and they might be on the news. With this eclipse, we might lose them, or there might be some changes in the government or in the how can I say, ruling of the country because of this person's not feeling well or passing away. New things are coming. Some of you are going to change something in your face, the style, your hairstyle, your eyebrows, the style, your skincare, something very nice. I see some people feel more beautiful, or they feel better, they feel more fit in their skin, something in those lines, which is nice. It's really beautiful. By the next full moon, there are some signatures that you might receive, and that involves spending some money. You need to spend some money. I don't know if it's for paying some fees or paying whatever, paying a lawyer, whatever it is, but you're gonna hit the target. You have the winning card and you're gonna hit the target. There is a beautiful wedding. I see some kind of union. It can be a wedding, it can be unity between souls, between countries, brotherhood, even sisterhood. We might start to hear these words, brotherhood, in the news, in the outlets. This is something that might be somehow hate or pronounced more than before. And again, I see a massive church. I see a mass, that people are in the mass. Very nice. If you're visiting a church, a historical event, or I don't know, a historical church, or some kind of events, it's really nice. It's a very, if you happen to be in a church with a mass, it's really great. I don't know, I see a lot of positive energy. Maybe people are praying or whatever they're doing is very positive, very full of energy. And as you know, we are doing energy readings here. Again, I see the dragon in the ocean. There is a dragon in the ocean, and it can be an energy of, I don't want to say war, but it can be at least defending or making sure everything is okay. Some kind of guard or guarding, or maybe countries are guarding up or they're showing each other the power. Some news from Scotland or Britain is coming into the news. I see someone is taking off their hat. Again, I see the some person in higher authority in the country or in the world is going to leave. Their soul is probably gonna leave, or they're gonna be retired or something in those lines. And there is, and again, I have a very strong feeling about UK. I don't know, I see that, and because I see those traditions that after happens. Be careful if you're going up the ladder. If you're by yourself, make sure that, I don't know, you're secure. If you're trying to go up, like change the bulb or whatever, going reaching to the top doorways, if you're using a ladder, make sure you're safe. I don't know, whatever. And also, if you're trying to go up the ladder in your company, make sure that you're doing everything okay. And because it might be an unexpected change, there's some money that someone is counting and they are having it in secret. If you have some money that you put in investment for your, you know, emergency fund, I see that it's gonna increase, or it's gonna be somehow it's gonna be useful for you. You're gonna use that money in a positive way. And can I see some kind of happiness? Be careful if you're going to any kind of party, bar, Don't overdrink, because I see the energy of overdose is very present. People might get overdose, or there is some overcharged energy that could be somehow hostile. It can somehow be problematic for some people, so make sure that you have everything in control. Okay, with that, let's and I see someone is playing the flute. um yeah, I needed to say that. Thank you, everyone. Let's start looking at the questions. We're already past 10 minutes, and I want to see what are in the comments, if there are any questions. And I will start with the first person who joined the chat. Thank you, Kelly, for being here. Hello, my dear. I hope this eclipse brings you good energies. Let's look at your question. What should you expect with eclipse? Okay. Okay, let's see what's the energy for you with the eclipse for Kelly. First comment. Well, I see that there is something which was a big question mark. Something was really a closed box that you didn't know what is going on with this person, with this situation, with this whatever situation. That is going to be unboxed. I see an unboxing situation. Either you're buying something big that you're going to unbox it, or something is going to get unboxed, delivered, opened. Someone might start talking to you. Someone might start opening up to you. Again, I see something that was a big question mark. You couldn't get much information. You always try to know more about this, and you failed. This time is a very good opportunity that you find some ways to know more. You find some more information. And again, I see a dialogue. Either it comes from speaking with someone or hearing something. Maybe you listen to some podcast, you listen to something and you get more clarity on whatever, or the person just starts talking to you. But I see that something is rooting out, something that was on your agenda, on your wish and dream, something you were hopeful for, but completely was closed access to you. You're receiving access, you're receiving information. It's really positive, but be patient. It's not going to happen in one night or very quickly, but it's going to happen, and it's going to make you um, very how can I say, happy. A lot of your questions are going to be answered, and you feel good about anything that you always felt not very happy about. So for Stephanie, member of my channel, who are they? What did your husband want to tell me? Okay, let's see, who are they? I don't know what you exactly mean. They. There are some people in the past, and I see someone fail. I see letter F. I don't know if it's fail or it's fail. Some people, they caused a failure, they caused a fall, they caused a discussion, they caused a discomfort, and your husband wants to tell you about that. I think he knows who he's talking about. He thinks, or he knows that you know them, and he's telling you that they caused this failure, they caused this fall. I don't know if someone fell, or if the value of something fell, or something is falling. And I see them. They wanted him to not to talk. They wanted people not to talk about it, but something that happened and it was significant in your life. He's saying that these people were behind this, behind the fact that something was not successful, which gave him a lot of headache, and which caused a lot of trouble in his life or in your life as a couple. So for Mr. Morris, another member of my channel, thank you so much for using the super chats. A new vehicle, okay. Let's see if there's a new vehicle, and how does the finance work for you. A new vehicle. I see a white vehicle. Definitely, I see that brings a lot of light, or I don't know. Somehow I see the color is light, and you are looking online, or you are looking. I definitely see you in the store. So the energy is telling me you need to go to the store. Maybe you're looking at the inventory online, or somehow not going to the location of the dealership, for example, the energy says that you have to go to the dealership. I see someone who is a young, maybe an African American or an African person can help you, a very young gentleman, very young, even maybe, I don't want to say teenager, but very young, baby face. Maybe this is the dealer, this is the person in the dealer shop, and they're gonna help you. And I see you have a something that you're gonna sign. Yeah, absolutely. I see the possibility of maybe even leasing a vehicle is there for you. But the energy is telling me that the options are not available, are not aware. You're not aware of all the available options. You're not aware of all the available options. For example, you only think that this is the inventory, or you only think you have to buy. But if you go there, they tell you more. Maybe there are opportunities for a second hand car or a lease or something. Someone will really help you. And I see a big fish here. So for your next question, yeah, I see definitely improvements in your finances. And improvement in the finances, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have a lot of cash sitting in your account. It means for me that, but again, be careful about the dealership. Try to go to somewhere that they're not giving you false information. There might be some people who are trying to get your attention, but yeah, the money is coming to you. Absolutely, there is someone who has a darker skin who's gonna help you definitely with buying this. They give you the true value, they give you the true value, they give you the good stuff, they offer you a valid offer. In the beginning you might have received offers from people who are not valid. About your finances, it doesn't mean that you should have a lot of cash sitting in your bank. The improvement I see for you is that you will be able to do whatever you want. You will be able to buy whatever you want. For example, you might have thought that, oh, for a new car I needed 30,000, but actually, and you don't have the 30,000, but somehow things will move in a way that you buy a car with like 13,000. You know what I'm saying? So things will move in those lines, and you get what you want in a different way. The universe is going to help you in those lines. Bridget, thank you so much for sending the flower. This is the first gift I received on my channel. I think it's a gift, and I had it on for a long time, but no one tried it. So thank you, Bridget, and for using the gift. You can ask any question you want, and I will respond your question. I don't see at the moment if you had any question, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. For Maria, thanks for using the super chats. Let's see what's the messages for you at this time, and what do you need to know with the energy of the eclipse. I see that you're very fast. You're very quickly getting close to something, some cross end of the road, some cross line. You're gonna like a winning situation. You have been in a competition. You have been trying very hard to reaching to a goal, and you're very, very close to the end line. So keep up with that. You might be tired, you might be exhausted, but I see that now things are speeding up. Whatever you are doing, whatever goal you have, you are very close to finish that. Just don't lose the momentum, don't lose the speed, don't lose the energy that you have. And I see you even get faster, you even get quicker. You might receive more energy. You might receive more energy from your environment. Things might help you get more on spot and more energetic. Your energy level might go up, which is great. But again, I see one thing is off your list. It will be checked, you'll accomplish, you'll be very happy. You might even finish that sooner. There might be a trip. I don't know if it's a Japan or it's Europe. I see that some country with ancient or somehow historic places you're gonna go. It's gonna be a quick trip, or you're gonna go very fast, like very soon, or it's gonna be that is very quick trip. Again, your second question about the eclipse. What is this eclipse bringing to you, Maria? You're bringing something very big home. I see you're bringing a very big thing. So like I see a big black, or it could be black or whatever, bag or a big shopping bag. I don't know if you buy something home, but I see the energy that you need to sit, and this eclipse in the sign of Virgo, and it's something that you need to sort out. You might bring something from the past. And it doesn't really have to be a thing. It can be a project, it can be an energy, it can be something that comes from the past and you need to sort it out. It could also be that you go to the basement and bring one of your, I don't know, one of the suitcases from the past, and you open it up, you go through it, and then you go into the details of which one to keep, which one to take. There is some kind of energy this eclipse brings for you that makes you want to go through things and get the bad and the good, separate them out, and keep the good things. It can be your emotions, it can be your stuff. You can buy something, bring home, that you need to go through it and keep some of them and through the other, something in those lines. A lot of analysis, a lot of decision making, and something that is responsibility for you, and you need to do your best to go through this part. It's gonna be fast, it's not gonna take so long. I see that you're on speed, but very quickly you can do that. Even if you want to do any quick cleaning at home, and you might be like, oh, I have to clean the basement, but it's gonna take a lot of time, I don't want to do it. You will have the energy and time. This eclipse will put things in a way that you'll get to do it very fast. Lucky Star, thanks for using the super chats. Any good news for Lucky Star? Wow, yes, there is. Oh, I see someone is landing. Someone is landing on something. If you're looking for a job, I see you land on a very good job. And I see energy of a male, and I see a male energy around you. They're landing. I don't know. Someone is landing. Um, Maybe someone is coming into your life. Maybe it's a new romance. Maybe it's a new boss, a new collaboration. A family member is coming. A male energy is entering your life that's bringing very big changes. And I see this person plays golf, or somehow they're interested in golf or some sports like golf, something like that. I see this male energy has a lot of power. They can be rich, wealthy, they can be older, they will come and somehow shape your life. They change your life for a long time. It can be a romance. It can be a romance, and they can come from far away. No, very good energy is coming. You should have this expectation about this person. Either you have been expecting them for a long time. This is the magician of your life, someone that you always waited, or you always wanted to be with, to have in your life. This person is landing. I'm not saying they are there. I'm saying that they are landing. Jackie, thanks for using the super chats. Who is oldest soul? You or ex David? Okay, who is the oldest soul? Definitely, I see you as the oldest soul. You have been older and much younger. Your soul is much older. However, I don't mean old by like older aged or more ancient, because when we say older soul, it doesn't mean that like yours is an old woman and his is a young man. No, you're an older soul, but your soul is very young. I actually see your soul as a very happy young woman with long hair that has been around for a long time, and this soul spreads joy. I see music. It can be a musician, or it can be the music that's religious music. And I see that for that person, I see their soul is mostly like retiring or being obsolete. I don't know why I see the word obsolete, but your soul is more lively, is more active, is more spreading joy, is more efficient, is more able, and your soul moves around very much. I don't know if you dream a lot. You might be falling asleep very fast, or sometimes not very fast. You might have specific sleep pattern. You might not be able to sleep any places. Like you should have certain criteria to be able to sleep. So you have a very specific soul, and your soul is absolutely more ancient, free, happy, and definitely like attached to music. Music can be your remedy. Music can be your soul food, what your soul wants to consume and makes your soul very happy, specifically classic music. Lucky Star, who secretly has a crush on you? Let's take a look. Who's this person? This is a person who looks at your profile or your media at night. This person is a night person, or somehow to me they show as a night person. I don't know what exactly this means, but I see that they are very quiet. You might be connected, you might know them, you might like you know who they are, but you don't know that they have a crush on you. I see that they're checking, like they're looking at your pictures, and I see that they're doing it at night. This is a night person. Maybe they work at night, they do night shifts. That's the person I see at the moment. You're welcome. For Stephanie, how will you do in the new job? Let's take a look and see for Stephanie. It's going to be busy. I see for the new job in the next coming weeks, it's going to be a little bit busy. You might be you might feel overworked, or there might be things that you need to replace, or how can I say, put things away, or make some space for yourself, make some space somewhere. Maybe they gave you an office, maybe they gave you a desk, but you need to still clean it out. You need to, but it says settle in. You need to settle in, bring your own stuff. It's like a good, I see a beautiful big tree that it can grow there. So I see the opportunity for you to stay there for a long time and grow. But as I said, it's going to be busy in the beginning, and you need to spend some time to put things in organized way. Make sure you're organized in this new job, because that's going to help you a lot in the future. If you don't be organized, there might be things that you might miss, you might forget, and that's not gonna be helpful. For Shay Shay, a general message for Shay Shay. Thank you. Let's take a look. Someone is calling you. I don't know if you are taking some, maybe on your day off on a weekend, or maybe you're done with your shift. Someone is going to call you and ask. It can be asking for help, it can be asking for guidance, it can be asking to pick me up, something in those lines. But I see that you might be called. Don't worry, it's not anything like negative. So you should be ready to help some people or to respond. Maybe it can be from your work that they want you to go and help them. Maybe it's a colleague, but it's absolutely on your time that is off, or is your not your shift. So it also could mean that there's going to be this eclipse brings some kind of unexpected workload for you. Be careful. Something that you didn't plan, like you said, oh, this week I'm going to take off, but something might land on you that you need to work harder. For Jackie, thanks again for using the super chat about your son. Let's see about his soul. Is what we can see about him. I see him as a youngest soul, someone who's still exploring. His soul is much younger than yours. He's still going through learning experiences. He's still taking lessons, and he needs to hold someone's hand. I see holding hand with him. That's why maybe he is your son, because you have such a big soul that now this person is a learning experiment for you, and the life that he's experiencing right now is a learning experience for him. He's really the child. His soul is also developing like a child. He's here to learn. He's here to explore and get more guidance. And definitely in this life, this person needs to have help, to have guidance, and that's what I see for this person. Yeah, but they have a very young, exploring soul, and they need to be somehow guided, helped out, and yeah, that's what I see for them. For Tahnia, your home, what is there for you to know when you're gonna have your own home? To you at the moment, it looks like something in the far future, but I see some help is coming. Definitely I see number 2. There are 2 things in parallel that are going to help you achieve this goal or get to this dream faster. but this is coming from someone who's going to help you. You by yourself, you won't be able to do it. I see a unity, help, collaboration with others is going to get you there. And I think that was it for today. We're at 30 minutes. I usually keep these at 30 minutes, but I'll be back tomorrow with the energy of the eclipse. So if you're around, join me again and we'll do another live reading. Thank you everyone, and until the next time, stay blessed.